hello, hello. I can say hello to those people who I couldn't say hello to as I was frantically trying to sort everything out. So yes, hi to Diane. Yeah, you got sunshine in Leicester as well. That's good. Hi Valerie. Hello Ali. Hello Anne and Yvette. And hopefully I've got that right. I think I have. Yeah, so if you're watching this back, don't forget this is a live stream. It will be chatty. If you don't want the chat, you can either do what I do basically. When I watch a live stream, if I watch a replay of a live stream, I skip over the chat, I get to the bit I want, I fast forward through the bits I don't want, and then I can, get to what I want. So if that's you, then that's what you can do. Yeah, so you can either skip through the bits you don't want to see, or you can come and join us on a live stream. It's way more fun when you're actually part of it. Or you can wait a few weeks for the tutorial to come out, because I will do an edited version at some point, but I don't know when. Hi, Mickey. Hi, Anne. Hi, Lisa. Cold and dark Tasmania. That doesn't sound inviting, I have to say. That doesn't sound inviting. Hi, Maritza. Oh, from Peru. Fabulous. I got it right, Yvette. I'm glad. Hi, Estranin. I'm not sure how you pronounce your name, so I'm sorry if I've got that wrong, but hello. Good to have you. Good to have you. Also, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe and hit the notification bell so you never miss a video, etc., etc. Hi, Happy Apple. It's chilly and windy, but the sun is shining, Ali. Good. Yeah, it is. Same here. Same here. Madison, hi. Good to have you on. Good to have you on. I always like new people. Everybody. Returns and new is great. Oh, Sylvia. That's much easier. That's good. That's easy for me to remember. Hi, Lisa. 9:32. Wow. Okay. Hi, Valerie. Oh, yeah, you already said hello to Valerie. Right. Okay. So one thing as well is I would love to see your versions of my makes. I don't do Facebook. I am on Facebook, but only for work. So for my maker team and also for, for maker team. That's the only reason I'm on, really, for my DLK. So, yeah, so I'm not on Facebook. I don't do groups. I wouldn't have the first clue how to set a group up. I haven't got the foggiest. Wouldn't be able to monitor it. Would probably barely check it, because I barely check it anyway. So because of all that, I have made a Pinterest board and I've called it Makes Inspired by Iced Images. If we can think of a better name for it, please let me know, because that's a bit clunky, I think. But you can add your pictures onto that board. So I've already invited a few people on who I know are crafters and watch my channels and whatever and have made things, sent me pictures on messages and whatever. But the link will be in the description below. So I've put the link in. So if you click on the link, the description below the video, there's a link in there to the Pinterest board. So hopefully you can click on that. And then if you have any problems, I think you can request to add. I think I've put it so anybody can add, but if I haven't, then just let me know and I'll do it. Yeah. So let's have a quick look at the rest of it. We'll do the giveaway in a moment. Let me grab the two dies for this week. This is the two dies that are going to be won this week. Right, who have we got? Hi, Nicole. Hi, so spring has arrived in the Netherlands. Bit cloudy, but 16 degrees. Woo woo! 16 is not bad, for this time of year. Hi, Aletta. Hi, Annika. And Nivette, you're looking at your outside meter. It cannot be right. 22 degrees C. Yvette, whereabouts in the world are you? I can't remember where everybody is. I remember some people, but not everybody. Hi, Deb. Anne, it's 19 degrees. Goodness me, 19 degrees. That's really good. Wow. I'm coming to the Netherlands. Hi, Carol. Hi, Ingrid. Yeah, that's everybody, isn't it? Right. Okay, let's do the giveaway. So, for those of you who don't know, I do digital paper kits, which I'm going to show you in a moment. But if you buy any of my digital kits between now and the next live stream, then every kit you buy will get you an entry into a draw. And these were I'm actually doing two winners this week. So so I'm doing two winners this week. And let me just get the right thing. Yeah, I'm doing two winners this week. And so winner number one will get this die, and winner number two will get this die. This is like clouds. I've got one of these myself and I use it a lot. So I have put everybody's name in, well, everyone's number. Everyone's got a number against their name. I've put them in here. I'm going to shake it up, go in, get a number. So the first winner is number 12. And number 12 was Barbara. And Barbara is in Dorset. And she literally only just bought something. So this is, I forgot to press down the winner is. And the winner is Barbara Crew from Dorset. So Barbara, you get this die. So I shall be sending that off to you very soon. So that's that one. So that's that one out. And then, right, the winner number 2, let's just take Barbara off. So well done, Barbara. I shall be sending that off to you. Don't worry about sending me your address. I already have it because of Etsy. So that's, you know. And then the second winner is, let's have a look. Second winner, oh, number 11. Wow, look at that. So number 11 is Kathy Grant from the USA. So well done, Kathy. You have won the cloud dies. So I will be getting those into the post to you this week. So that is that. Let's put those over there. So next week we're going to do a one. I think we'll do a one giveaway next week just because of my postage. So this is the die that I'm going to give away next week. So if you want to be in to win this die, it cuts out a panel. I don't know if you can see, it's got a cut line all the way around the outside, and then all these little circles all cut out. So if you want to be in to win this, then you just need to make a purchase from my Etsy shop. So we are going to go through it now anyway. So let me just quickly put that off on the thing. So I'm going to go through my Etsy thing in a minute, but let's have a quick look at messages because I have got a bit behind. Who have we got? Let's have a look. Vicky, the Pinterest group is a good idea. Saves me annoying you with my posts. No, actually, I don't mind, Vicky. I like it, but I just thought it might be one way, and then we can all comment on everybody else's. Because I love having people send me their pictures of their makes, but I just don't do Facebook. So at least this way, hopefully everyone can access Pinterest. Hello, everybody. I haven't said hello to already. Sandra and everybody. Who else? Yeah, I think I'm up to date. So yeah. So let me now show you the kit for this. Let me just mute that a second, although I really like the music, I have to say, on my new one. So this is the new digital paper kit that I've got on my Etsy shop. So I have done it for males because I have a lot of people asking me for masculine papers. So I've done it, I've called it Petrol Head. I do quite like the music on this, I have to say. And yeah, so that's what we've got. So this is the Petrol Head pack. Done a real mix, real mishmash of bits and bobs. I quite like the little cartoony bits. There wasn't a bonus page up until last night. And last night I've gone ahead and added a bonus page. So on the bonus page, you've got all the little cartoony bits that are on one of the papers, which you'll see in that. Yeah, you'll see it in a minute. So all the little cartoony bits that you see on this paper here, all of those cartoony bits, yeah, those are all like separated out, so you can actually cut them out. So you can see I'm not very good at doing things. I watched Tony Darroch, I think her name is, last night do a live stream, and she's managed to do like 3 things at once. I was like, I don't know how you're doing that because I can't do it. Right, Yvette, you looked away for a second and look back, see attire. I'm like, I was in the right. Yes, you are in the right live. It's just the new paper pack I'm launching. So this is the prize for next week. So anything bought between now and then. And also remember that as many packs you put in, that gets you 3, as many entries. So if you buy 3 packs, you get 3 entries, etc. So that is the pack for next week. So that's that one, not the pack. That's the die for next week. Right, let me put this away. Oh gosh, my brain. Right, so today we're doing something a little bit different. So I don't know how many of you remember, let me find the picture. And I was going to try and get the picture up on the screen, but I couldn't do it. So I'm going to have to show you on my phone instead. So I don't know how many of you remember this card. And I did this quite a few years ago. So hopefully you remember this. And I wanted to do a triple accordion card. So we're not doing this card per se. We're doing a mashup card. So I wanted to do a triple accordion card, but I suddenly thought, oh, can we supersize it? And I thought, yes, we can. So we are going to do a mashup of the pop-up Diamond Z-Fold card amalgamated with the triple accordion card. So if anybody doesn't know what a triple accordion card is, this is a triple accordion card. So this is the card we are making to start with. And then what we're going to do, I'm just going to make this one first. And then I've cut out 2 lots of bits. So I've cut out 1 lot just to make this again so you can see. So if you want to go simple, you can go simple. If you want to go for the supersized version of this that gets mashed up with the pop-up Diamond Z-Fold card, then you can go on to the next step. So stay till the end. If you want to go for the more advanced one, then stay till the end because I'm going to show you the more advanced one at the end. So we're going to start with this base first, and then we're going to move into the supersize things. Yes, exactly, Nicole. Supersizing things here is a good thing. Yeah. So yes, this is the simple one, 5x7, nice and easy. You can do what you want with it. You can really go to town. I've kept this simple because it's for a bloke. That's where you can put so you've got 2 options. You can either put your messages there, or you can put a white piece on the back and put it on the back. It's really up to you. I thought I'd put it there. However, for the supersized version, you're going to need to put it on the back because there's because you're going to have things in the way here. So you won't be able to put it there. If you want to, you can put patterns here and here, but I'm going to keep it simple because otherwise it gets quite chunky. So you just need to be careful of that. So that's the card we're doing today. So let's bring in my bits and pieces. So as you can see, this is, I was saying about the bonus pages. This is one off the bonus page. And then have I cut some more bits out? No, I haven't. I'm probably going to cut some more bits out. So this is that paper. And then what I did was I just supersized them and, increased them and shrunk them and whatever. So you've got a real mix. I've also cut out a couple of things. I'm not quite sure if I want that happy birthday, if I want that happy birthday. Just looking at my other card. I'm probably going to go with this one on this one, I think. So this is the you probably recognize these dies. These dies are from In Love Art Shop. So if you use my code Iced Images, you'll get 20% off your order. And I do like these dies. They are fabulous. And they're so useful because you've got all the different sentiments, the special friend, with love, thank you, just for you, etc. Best wishes. There's loads. So yeah. So I've cut this out and I've used that black, the black and the white glitter adhesive sheets from D.O.G.O.F Crafts. I've used that for the happy birthday because although it's glittery, and I wouldn't normally use glitter on a mail card, it's quite a matte glitter, so it's quite nice. It's got a little bit of texture, a little bit of shine, but it's not overly. You probably can't even see it on the camera, but yeah. So there we go. Right, so let's get cracking with this card. Let's just move that out there. Let me just move my bits that I'm going to need off to one side. Okie dokie. Now I'm looking at okay, let me look at the right page because although that is the same, it might not. Oh, actually, no, let me stick with that page. Bear with. Right, okay, so for this card, you are going to need, when it comes to base card, you're going to need 1 piece of 5x7, and you're not going to do anything with that. Okay, so the 5x7, you don't need to score. That can just stay as a 5x7. Then you've got another piece, which is 7 by 9.5. So on the 7 by 9.5, you're going to go ahead and score at 1.5, at 3, at 6, and at 9. Okay, so that is all of your scoring. Let me just make sure my chat is up to date. Yeah, cool. So yeah, so then on your first score line, which is your 1.5 inch score line, that's going to be a mountain. Then you're going to go for a valley. And then you're going to go for a mountain, so obviously a concertinaing. And then you're going to go for a valley. Hi, Beth. Yes, better late than never. I've literally just started, so you're okay. Don't worry. Okay, so there we go. So you end up with that. So you want it to be that way round. So you've got mountain, valley, mountain, valley. So Beth, we're doing a bit of a mishmash today. We're starting simple and we're getting progressively more complicated as the tutorial goes on. Okay, so that's that. Then your 5x7 is going to stick over that tab there. So you can either use wet glue or you can use red tape. You need something strong. So I would suggest you don't use just normal double-sided. I mean, you can if you want to, but because it's kind of sticking it together, then you probably need to go for something a bit more sturdy. So then I put some glue on there, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to put this in, butt it up against that score line, and then fold my tab over the top. Because if you do it that way, you know it's definitely going to fold in your envelope. So that gives you that, which is your card base. Then what you need is, if you're doing the simple option, you need one piece of mat that is 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and one piece of pattern which is 4.5 by 6.5, and you're just going to stick that in the back of your card. And if you're doing the more advanced bit, we'll come on to that in a minute, you're going to need 2 bits of mat. But I've got all my bits cut out again, so we can go through that when we get to it. So I'll just stick with the simple version for now. So that's going to go on there, like that. Then we need one piece of mat that is 2 3/4 by 6 3/4, and one piece of pattern that's 2.5 by 6.5, and that's going to go on there. Don't worry, Sally. We've only just started making, and I'm doing a simple version, and then we're supersizing it and going a bit off-piste and getting a bit fancy. So I'm making the simple version now, and then we'll make it again, but we'll add in the extra bits. So if you missed the first bit, don't worry, because you'll be seeing it again in a minute. Right, so this one's going to go in here. As I said, if you want to stick a pattern piece in here, you can. But for the simple version, I'm just putting that there. And then, so you actually need 2 bits of mat that are 2 3/4 by 6 3/4. And then you need, obviously, the one pattern that's 2.5 by 6.5, but you also need a white piece that's 2.5 by 6.5. So that is going to go on that panel there. I just knew that this was going to be a very quick card to make. A simple one, which is why I thought, let's supersize it. Let's go a bit supersizey. So that is going to go in there like that. If you want to put a piece on here, you can, but I'm not going to because it just adds extra wodge. So in which case you need one piece of mat that's 1 1/4 by 6 3/4, and one piece of pattern that's 1 inch by 6.5. And that is going to go on the front. And that is pretty much your triple accordion card done. Just need to decorate it. So nice and easy. However, hold on to your socks, people. We are about to get off-roady very soon. We're about to throw caution to the wind. It could be a bumpy ride. Hopefully not. So there you go. So there's your basic accordion. And then all we need to do is go ahead and add, I'm going to put my car on this one and my happy birthday up there, I think. And then when it opens up, you've kind of got a nice kind of mix. So I'm just going to turn that over so I know where to stick it. Pull socks up high. Oh, you lot make me laugh. Honestly, you're my kind of people. That's funny. Right, so that's that one. Let's stick this on. Right, so Beth, you're seeing. So this is what we're making today, but we are doing an interesting version of this. So this is just a triple accordion card. Nice and easy, nice and simple. Having a rough day, need to make a card. This is the card for you, basically. having having a better day. Not quite so. Shall I just stick that on? Shall I make that? No, let me just stick it on. Let me just stick it on. Let's keep things really simple. So yes, Dutch Joan. Yeah, you can, if you want to, you can do a different measurement. So normally for an accordion, you'd probably go with the 2.5. That's what you're saying, 2.5 and 5. Yeah, you can do that. I'm not sure why. I think it was something to do with card sizes was why I did it. I can't remember the exact reason. There was a reason why I didn't do 2.5 and 5, but I can't remember what it was. I think, let me think, 2.5 and 5, you'd have 5 inches, and then that would be 2.5 again. 5 inches, 15. That's why, I think, because it'd be 15 inches. I think that's right, Dutch Joan. So you'd have basically 5 inches here. You'd have no, you wouldn't. You'd have 2.5 here. You'd have 2.5 here, 2.5 here. So that'd be 5. That'd be 7.5 plus. Oh no, you could do it. Yeah, so you could do it your way. Yeah, I don't know why I did it that way, but anyway. But yeah, so there's your triple accordion. So there's your triple accordion card. If you want to change up your score lines, you can. So that's the basic version. Okay, let's have a quick look at the let's have a quick look. You're strapped in, Anne. Good. So this is the easy bit. This is the cruising on a motorway. There's no traffic. We're all happy. The sun's shining. Everything's good with the world. Okay, so let's have a quick look. Jeanette, lovely card. Louise, the Dutch Doors card. I've done so 7x7. Okay, 6 3/4. Yeah, cool. Yeah, make sure you're wearing your big girl pants for the next bit. Thank you, Sally. So this is my new digital kit, my new digital pack. Okay, so that's the easy bit. So we've left the motorway now. We're about to come off the motorway, take an exit down a windy country road. Are we all ready for this? We're going to start off easy. So I have already cut all my bits out. Are we ready? Are you ready? So let me just get my bits ready to go. So let's start off simple. Let's start off simple. So I've done my score lines as before. So I've done my 1.5, 3, 6, and 9 on my piece that was 7 by 9.5. I've got my 5 by 7. So we're going to go ahead and add that on. Okay. I have to say, when I made the sample card out of scrap card for this advanced version, I was a bit like, whoa, okay, okie dokie. Wowzer McTrousers. I mean, it's not the most, difficult we've ever done, but it was a bit of a wow, really. It was a oh no, you didn't kind of a moment. Right, so that's going to go on there like that. Let's give that a bit of a. Let's get ready to rumble. Absolutely. If only Ant and Dec could be here to do their little dance for us. Absolutely, Beth. Exactly. That's what I thought. I thought, let me get them out, and then because Father's Day is coming, and then we're sorted. Right. So that's your basic again. So this time we have one piece. Well, we've got 2 mats that are 4 3/4 by 6 3/4. One's got a pattern on it that's 4.5 by 6.5, which is going to go there. Don't worry about my little red lines. That's just because I asked my inkjet printer to print it off, and it's done very well, but it does do things like this occasionally. The other piece of mat, you want a piece of white on it that's 4.5 by 6.5, and that's going to go on the back. So let's go ahead and stick that down. Right, let me stick this one down. So again, we're still plain sailing at the moment. And actually, it's not, the more advanced version isn't that difficult. See, I always get a bit nervous saying that, because usually when I say that to my craft class, you can guarantee the moment I say that, it all goes very wrong. So hopefully I haven't just jinxed myself there. But anyway, hopefully it will be fine. So that is that. Now on the back, we're going to go ahead and stick the greeting. Let's see where we are. Let's stick this down. Right. So for those of you who joined a bit late, I've now got a Pinterest board. Link is in description below. So if you make any of these cards, any of the the ones for my videos or whatever, then please add your pictures to the Pinterest board, and then we can all see them and comment and like, and it's just nice. And it sometimes gives you more ideas as well, because you're like, oh, I didn't think about using that or doing that way, or oh, that's cool. It kind of gives you more inspiration. So right, so that's that. So then we're turning it over, still nice and easy. Then again, we've got one piece that is 2 3/4 by 6 3/4, and a piece of pattern that's 2.5 by 6.5. So that is going to go on that middle panel. Still nice and easy, still keeping it easy, still plain sailing. Haven't gone onto the one single track road with the cliff down one edge yet. Sun's still shining. Everything's still good with the world. Right, so that's going to go on there like that. Stick that on. There we go. I went all with the same papers for this, just because because I thought I probably should, basically. Right, and then the front piece, again, same as the other one. So this one is 1 1/4 by 6 3/4 for the mat, 1 inch by 6.5 for the pattern. So that's going to go on the front like that. And if you wanted to change papers up, you can. I just thought I'd keep it all the same, because it was a bit of a last minute decision. I literally this morning decided to supersize it. So yeah. Okay. So there you go. There's your simple accordion. Now, to supersize it, you are going to need, it does get chunky, I'll warn you, one piece of either the base or the mat, if the mat is thick enough, that is 1 inch approximately by 6. If it's a bit more than 1, it doesn't matter. As long as it's 6 inch long, that's the main thing. You also need another piece that's 1 approximately by 4. Again, if it's not quite 1, if it's 1.5, 1 1/4, it's an off strip, off cut, that's fine. Don't go too much, but it doesn't matter if it's just a little bit over. As long as it's 4 inches, that's the main thing. So what we need to do is bring our scoreboard back in again. Hi, Mandy. And then what we're going to do is on the long one, the 1 by 6, we are going to score at 1.5, at 3, and at 4.5. On this one here, the 1 by 4, we're going to score at 1 inch, 2 inches, and 3 inches. So that is those pieces done. And then we're just going to mountain fold them all. See, we're doing well so far. It's not that tricky. It's just a bit of a wow card, I think, really. It's actually not too tricky to make. It's just, yeah. It's quite a lot of pieces, I think. It's a lot of prepping. Put it that way. It's a lot of prepping. Okay, so there we go. So we've got those pieces there. So now we need to bring our card back in again. And we're going to take this piece, which is the 6 inch one, and we're going to put glue on the 2 end pieces, so where the cut edges are, on the 2 end pieces there. So and I haven't actually made this card properly at all. So I'm going to do it on both sides. I'm being daring. You could do one and then do the other if you wished, if you weren't being quite so daring. We're going into 5th gear here. We don't care. Right. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to work out where roughly halfway is. You can measure it, which probably be a good idea, actually. Let me measure it. But, if you don't want it, then you don't need to. So halfway is 3.5. And you want to make sure that goes right into the creases and it's straight. Okay, now it does pop out a little bit there, but that doesn't matter because you're going to have something over the top of that in a minute, so you're not going to see it. So if you want to make that slightly shorter, you can, but I like it to be square. So we're just going to press that down. And when you open it up, you should have that little box stuck there. So this is where our pop-up diamond card is coming into play. The other thing I do like about the fact that you can sort of see it is it does help you guide where halfway is for this piece. So this piece here, again, we're going to put glue on those two loose edges, the cut edges, not the edges by the fold line, the other edges. So you're going to put glue on here, or red tape, either is fine. And then we are going to stick that in here, and again, make sure it is halfway. I reckon that's about halfway. You'll soon find out, because when you stick your other pieces on, you'll soon realise if it's not completely halfway, it's not the end of the world. Okay, so that's what you end up with. Okay, you've got two little steps going on. You can probably see where I'm going with this, can't you? So now you need 4 squares of base card that are 2.5 by 2.5. You need 4 squares of mat card that are 2.25 by 2.25, and you need 4 squares of pattern card that are 2 by 2. If you want to not bother with the mat, go for it. It just makes things easy if you don't, but and less chunky as well. But I quite like the look of the matted layer. For me, it just finishes it off. You're also going to need 3 pieces of base that are 2 by 2, 3 pieces of mat that are 1 3/4 by 1 3/4, and 3 pieces of pattern that are 1/2 by 1.5. Okay, so starting with this one here, what I'm going to do is get a little pencil. In fact, actually, let's just use a ruler. You can mark it if you want, but I don't really want to have to rub it off. So we're going to start with the largest squares. I'm just going to lay my ruler on, and we're going to take one of our, I'm going to take that one of our squares, and it's going to stick on here, on this little step. And we want it so that when it's flat down, this point measures, like goes to where the halfway mark is. And we also want these to be, so you want it to be right. You want it to be the right way around. If you want to, you can make a little mark on here, which I think I'm going to do just because I don't really want to chance it. So let me just bring my ruler in. 3.5 is here. We'll put the tiniest little dot ever known to man. And then that is going to go on there. So I'm just going to flip it over so I can put glue. In fact, let me just put glue on the actual step. Makes it easy if you put glue on the actual step. So I'm going to put glue on here, because I know all of that is going to get it. It's going to be pretty much like that. So I'm just doing a little triangle of glue. And then we're going to take this one here, and that's going to go on like that. And because it's wet glue, I've got time to make sure. Now, why is this one bigger? Oh, is this supposed to be the small one? Hang on 1 second. Have I done this wrong? No. So why has that gone over? Oh, I know why. Okay, so this one's gone over because I've actually used base card. I think that's why. Oh, no, it's not. No, it hasn't. Ignore that. It's fine. Ignore that. It's fine. Okay. So we're sticking that down. So that's central. It does come over very, very slightly, but it's literally, it's not even an 1/8, I don't think. So it's hung over like a 1/16. So I'm not bothered about that. If you want to make it so it fits, obviously if you shrink things down, like Anne was saying earlier on, it's not been that long, then yeah, you won't have that problem. So that is that one. Okay, so now with that one in place, we're going to take this one here, and this one is going to go so that this and this intersect. Is that the right word? Through this line here. Okay, so I'm going to turn it upside down. I'm going to add glue. Everyone's gone very quiet. They're all concentrating. Everyone's concentrating. Intense concentration going on, I can tell. Right, so this one's going to go on here. I'm going to line it up with the top and then line it up with the bottom. And then that means it should be nice and straight and everything. So that's going on there like that. I'm trying to make my tires kind of go the same way. There we go. Then we're going to take another one, and that is going to go on the bottom. They will overlap ever so slightly, which is fine. We don't mind a little bit of overlapping. Let's just There we go. Right, Dr. Joan, I can see now for the simple one, I can score 1, 2, 4.5 and 7 on a 7.5 piece. That looks fine. But with the supersize, it wouldn't work with the pop-up and diamonds. Yeah, and I think that's why you're holding your breath, Ali. I think that's why I kept. There was definitely a reason why I kept it, because I remember when I was making it, I was like, oh, why have I gone for 3? Why didn't I just do 2.5? And then I worked something out. I don't know what I worked out. I worked something out, and then I thought, oh well, that's why I did it. But I can't remember now what the reason was. So there you go. Right. So there's your 3 pieces. So now you want to take your last remaining large one, and that's going to go on this step here. So we're going to put that. In fact, should I do this? No, it's that way around. No, actually, it's that way around. Yeah. So this one here, again, it's going to go on there, and you kind of want to make sure that you got an equal kind of border here. So let's just add, again, I'm adding glue. Almost seeing blue. Don't breathe. Breathe, everybody, breathe. Breathe. There's no point holding your breath and passing out, because then you won't see what's happening. Right, so I'm going to put that on. Again, it's similar to the one we've just done. So you're going to put that in like that, kind of roughly where it needs to be. It's good with wet glue because you can kind of shimmy it around. There we go, like that. That's about right. Make sure that's not squiffy. This is kind of equal. Stick that down there like that. Getting close to the merged flag. I don't know what you mean, Vicky. Are we talking in driving terms? You do see a little bit of the step, but that's why I've gone with the black, because it's kind of, you could go with the base, so it kind of blends in a bit more. It's really up to you, you know, what, depending on what base you use, depending on what match you're using, work out what colour suits you best. Okay, so that's that one there. So then we're going to take, oh no, Anne's gone blue. The 3 smaller ones, and these are going to go. Let's do the small at the bottom. I'm going to start with the. How did I do it on the top and bottom? We're going to start with the top and bottom ones first. Let's do that one at the top. So like that, I think. No, maybe like that. Like that. Okay, so at the top, it's going to literally come in line with the top. And it perfectly doesn't pop over the edge there. So you're just literally going to do it again. So the 2 points intersect with the, I don't know if that's the right word, but whatever the word is, they line up with the score line, the fold line, the folded edge. You know what I mean. This is why I do videos and not. So I'm just laughing at the comments. I shall read them out in a minute. This is why I don't do blogs, because I can explain it with pictures, like with, you know. Well, I can't even do that, can I? Let's be honest. But it's better this way than me just trying to write it all down. Positively Smurf-like, says Ali. Dear me. Oh, checkered. Yeah, it's a bit. It's a bit. This is actually the tyre print from one of the tyre papers. Right, so that's that one there. And then I'm going to do that one on the bottom and that one in the middle, I think. So let's do this one here. Let's put this one on. So imagine if you had nice floral papers, how nice this would look. But I just thought, you know what, it's quite a good for a mail card as well. So thus proving my point that you can take pretty much any fold and turn it into a mail card. People ask me, oh, can you do a mail card? It's like, just use any fold, really, and just put masculine papers on. There are some folds that lend themselves more to fit, like feminine cards. If you wanted to, you could leave it like that, but I want to push it a bit further and put this one over the top like that. Just make sure that obviously it lines up. Again, I'm just going to get my ruler. In it, not like that, just like that. Migraine, Mickey. Stormy here and fighting a migraine. Oh no, I hope you're feeling better soon. Migraines are not fun. They are not fun. Right, so let's grab this one. Let's add stuff on here. Stuff, by which I mean glue. Let's just line that up with this, like that. 3.5 is there. And then you can kind of see where it needs to go. You've got bits of gaps here, but I don't mind that because you can see what's behind. So there is your 5x7 pop-up diamond triple accordion card. Whew! Gosh. So as you can see, you've got lots of layers. The other thing as well, if you wanted to, you could make these into circles. You could do any shape really. I was toying with the idea of having 2 more squares on the side here in the corners, but I decided to leave it with a thingy bob, with a pointy bit. So then it's just a case of decorating. So I thought we'd go with this, and we'll go with happy birthday there, and then maybe one of them. Actually, no, that needs to go at the top. And then a bottle over here. And then we could go with a, let's go around, that there, and the funnel in the middle. Like that, I think, is what we're going to go with. So I'm going to go ahead and stick these down. So there we go. We made it, everybody. We made it through the little country road. With our, for those of you just joining, you won't have a clue what I'm talking about. But yes, you can breathe now. Breathe out. It is a mouthful, Cindy, but I didn't know how else to properly explain it. So yeah, we have a mouthful. Right, let me just get rid of this silicone glue out of my nozzly beast here. There we go. And then I can go ahead and stick these down. So let's have a little nut at the top. You have to go. Don't worry, Dan. Thank you for joining us. So we'll put that on there like that. Ooh. And then we've got a cog at the bottom. Yeah, like that. Like that. And then we've got this. You can let go of your socks now. Yeah, you can. You can. Your socks can be released. Release the socks. People are just joining in and be like, what is she talking about? Release the socks? What? What socks? I thought we were making cards, not socks. Let's go that way. Jaunty angle. There we go. Then we want this one, so we're just going to do it on this bit here. Like that. And I want it to be, when it's open, it probably needs to be about there, I reckon. There we go. And we need to do these. Just try not to squash them as well. Right, let's have that one like, I might have it straight actually, relatively. Lost my oil can at the bottom. All the elements on the square make it a very fun card. Yeah, I just thought, because it was quite serious before I started putting the elements on, but I thought let's make it a bit fun. Let's make it a little bit fun. And also because I probably, if I was using floral papers, you could do some beautiful floral pieces. I was going to make this card out of the Pause for Thought paper from last week, because I thought you could have the little kittens and the little tiny dogs, dogs and cats, then the bigger ones, and you could really go to town. So that I'm going to do that at some point. I've started to cut it out, but then I was like, let me just use my new pad. Give people some more ideas, and then we've got 3 cards then. So that's going to go on there like that. There we go. Oh, I don't want to squash it too much. So there you have it, your finished card. And so as you see, it's a bit of a wow card, but it wasn't that difficult. And I can say it now, it's done. Yes, so Vicky, let me just show you quickly the extra pages so you can see. Obviously, I've cut out a whole load already, but we've got, what I've done is I've done this one. So then these little pieces here are all what's on the card now. And then, bear with a second, you've also got, let me take them out, supersized. So this here is that big car from the first card. So that's that car there. And then this one here. So these are really big, really big. But I just thought they'd be, they're kind of wow. So for things like that, you've got a nice wow and the spanner. I try to do things in like a couple of sizes or 3 sizes or whatever, because you've got these 2, and then you've got the smaller one. You've got 2 small ones here. Same with the car. So you've got 2 small cars, and then a big car, and then a medium-sized car. So yeah, and again, I've stuck these onto plain card. So I've printed them off, but then I've stuck them onto plain card because that makes them more, you know, chunky, as it were. And the same with the cogs. So I've tried to do at least 2, like a large and a medium, and then on this one you've got all of them smaller. So if you wanted to, you could print loads of these off. So I just thought, you know, that way you can do it. And also because you can print them, you can kind of resize it yourself if you want, because they're JPEGs. You've got a JPEG and a PDF. So I think on those you can choose, when you print it off, I think you can choose what size paper you print them off on. So if you want to shrink it right down, you could. If you've got access to an A3 printer and you want to print them off really, really big, you can do that as well. So yeah. So that is that. Right, let's put that there. So let's bring them all in. So there's that one. There's that one. And where's the other one? The simple one. There's that one. So there you go. Lots of ideas. Yes. So Vicky, if you download them if you download the thing from Etsy, you can, once you've downloaded them onto your computer, they're yours forever. Because some of the older kits that have gone off, that have expired off Etsy, off my Etsy shop, I have deleted some of those folders, the ones that weren't that popular. I've deleted them off the Google Drive. But the thing is as long as you've downloaded it, it's yours. So because you've then got a copy of it. Do you see what I mean? You've got not a physical copy, but you've got a copy on your computer. So yeah, as long as you've downloaded it, it's yours forever. So you shouldn't have any problems with that. Just save it somewhere great. Get a little external hard drive, and just save them onto there. I've got a little one here that I keep all my stuff on. So that's the best thing to do. I can breathe now. So there we go. There's a bundle for the live. Oh, thanks a bundle for the I can't even read anymore. That's all right, no problem. Yeah, I do too, Ali. I need to go and have a lie down now as well. You like the happy birthday on the easy card? Yes, so this one was from I think this was an In Love Arts. I think. Can't remember. Yeah, can't remember. I think this has got an In Love Art. I think this is In Love Arts. I'll put it in the description anyway. I'm going to write up the description in it when I come off the live. So I'll put all the measurements in, and I'll put in the links as well. Breathe. Antonias have a time frame. Oh, do they? Okay. I thought once you downloaded them, you had them. I know you have a time frame to download them within, but I thought once you downloaded them, you got them. But I've never, because he's always sent them to me, so obviously I then just have them. But okay, yeah. No, on mine you can have them for whenever, as far as I'm aware. As long as you must be able to, because as long as you download them from the Google Drive onto your computer, and then they're yours. They just, yeah. So it's not worth me being precious about it, because, do you know what I mean? Life's too short. Life is too short. So there we go. There are your 3 cards. Your 2 simple ones if you want an easy life, and your more complicated one if you don't. I'm going to breathe now. So yeah, thank you for joining me, everybody. Don't forget to hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. If you're new to the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, because it will let you know when I go live, which is always useful. Yeah, and don't forget to add your thingy bobs pictures of your makes so if you make these cards today, add them onto that Pinterest board. The link is in the description below. You'll see it. You should be able to just click on it. You should be able to just add. If you're having any problems adding, or you have to request, just request and I can easily add you in. But I think I've set it. I'm not very good with Pinterest, not very good with technology, but I think I've set it so that you can just add. You don't have to ask. But yeah, you should be able to just do it. I think it's like a communal kind of a board. You should be able to add on to it. Obviously, be nice to everybody. Don't leave any horrible comments on anybody's pictures. The usual, just being nice. Right. Yes, really good for Father's Day. So I'm quite pleased with myself, because I've actually managed to make myself 3 cards now, male birthday cards, which I was struggling with. So that's always good. Right, so I hope you all have a wonderful week. Don't forget to go and make sure you go and buy stuff on Etsy because it will get you in the draw for that particular die that we have. This is the prize for next week. So if you buy any Etsy pack between now and next week from my shop, you will get an entry into the draw, 1 entry per pack bought, and then I will do a whatever it's called, a draw next week. And the person who wins this will get it sent to them. And the 2 people who won it this week, which was Kathy Grant and Barbara Crew, I shall be getting those in the post to you this week at some point. So yeah. Oh, come on. Oh, my dice are not behaving themselves. So yeah, so I will see you all next week. Thank you for joining me. Bye, everybody.